Greetings, keepers, and welcome to Keep On Trying. In this episode, I'm going to talk about a very traditional race here in Germany, known as the Leipzig Triathlon, which celebrated its 40th anniversary. It is the longest running triathlon in Germany, and definitely a race to put on your calendars if ever you're in the region. This local event in Leipzig is quite impressive to the point where it took place over 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, with two different events. Each event, meaning sprint and Olympic, had over 800 athletes participating each day, not to mention the expo that they had. So it was really interesting to see how a local event can muster up so many participants and captivate so many visitors and so many spectators, much like a big branded event. Starting with the Saturday sprint event triathlon. As you can see from this impressive start caption at the swim, 800 athletes is quite impressive when you think of a mass start, or in this case a rolling start on the beach. I did get a chance to speak to one of my good friends, Kaisa, right before she got into action at the swim. Let's hear what she had to say. So how do you feel about your return to triathlon?
I'm extremely nervous, but I think you've done a good job at getting me to the start line again, so feeling pumped.
Good. We're going to be watching out for you, so good luck. Once the start gun went off, obviously those pre-start nerves were soon calmed and the action was on. Starting with the swim, obviously it was a great day to showcase some of those great junior swimmers in the sprint event, and rolling into a transition which was just incredibly massive. Again, 820 plus athletes at the start, so you can imagine the sheer size of the transition. Great bike ride. I have to say there was wind. It seems to be a common feature here in Germany. With that said, the race was relatively fast, a lot of tailwind, very flat course, and many athletes out on the course, which allowed for some drafting. Although it was a non-drafting race, it was just unavoidable. And I have to say kudos to the marshals who kept it safe and did not go out and penalize everyone, because it was just literally impossible to keep any distance from drafting. So kudos to everyone out on the course, and the marshals did a great job of keeping everybody safe and allowing the race to continue without any major penalties. As the bicycle segment unfolded, I was able to capture some of our Keep On Trying friends out on the course. As I had mentioned, Kaisa and Sophie were our first-time triathletes, which was a great thing to see. Some new life into triathlon, some new athletes coming in. So kudos to them on completing the race. We'll see them later on throughout the bike and run. I also wanted to give a shout out to Stephanie Nunn, another newbie to triathlon, who is actually the Leipzig Park Run organizer. So great to see her out there in triathlon, and hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to her throughout the year as we perhaps get to showcase the park run here in Leipzig. Let's go! Hey, relax those arms. You got this. Allez, 2 kilometers, let's go. Allez, Forte, estás boa, está espetacular, 2 km, só falta, vai, tá quase. Excellent! Into the run and finish. Obviously, the race was dominated by a good number of junior athletes that actually one cannot help think, are they to be the future of German triathlon? Given the recent results of German athletes in major events, one can only think of these athletes that participated here in Leipzig might be your next Frodinos, Haugs, and so on. So it was really good pleasure to get out there and get to see some of these future great names. Someone to watch out for. I'll post here, of course, the top 5 results for men and women, and of course, my good friends from Keep On Trying. I'll post the results here as well. Moving into Sunday's Olympic distance triathlon, where I myself competed, as well as a good friend of the channel, Gernot Perner. We both had an excellent day at the races, a great day. Again, the wind was a factor, but other than that, a great day for the race. Let's take a look. The swim took place at the Kolkwitzer See, one of the great lakes here in the region. Conditions were ideal for swimming, which meant that we had fast times. And leading into transition, again, with over 800 athletes at the start, proved to be a great transition out. And of course, the bike itself proved to be once again a challenge with drafting. I have to say again, marshals were great. There were no major penalties attributed to athletes, even though there was probably the potential for drafting, given that there were so many athletes out on the course. But again, the most important thing was to keep the course safe, as well as the race up and running to the success of all athletes. On the bike, although the wind was felt, one must say that the course is very fast. We had some tailwind along most part of the road. The road conditions were ideal. Not very technical course, but again, in certain areas, the wind was strong and one had to be careful, especially on some technical turns. But that said, great race, very fast bike course, which led into a very fast run along the Kolkwitzer See, which was just spectacular to run around and proved to be a very fast run course as well. Given the history behind the Leipzig Triathlon, again, 40 years of racing here in this city, it was not a surprise that the podium was taken by many of the pros that delighted us with their presence. I must say, our good friend here from the channel, Gernot Perner, did take a top 10 position, which was great. He actually completed it in 2 hours, with the finishing time going well under the 140 marker. So a very fast race on the day, good level of racing with some German pros and up-and-coming pros present. You'll see here from the results. Again, a venue to keep in mind if you want to race in Germany. The level of racing here is just incredible given the recent results that German pros have been having in the world circuits, from Ironman events and so on. This is the place to be racing if you want to improve. So hopefully next year you keep Leipzig in mind and come join Keep On Trying here. And that's it for this video, and thanks again for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for our next videos. And don't forget, keep on trying.